U2TV post-game report. We're here with Coach Girard. Coach Girard, man, you came off a fabulous season last year, undefeated. So far this season, you're undefeated. Talk to me about your experiences of going through this process of this winning basketball right now.
Yeah, I mean, we knew coming back we had 4 of our starters coming back, so we thought, for sure we'd have some success. Early on, with football, our of course, more than half our guys played football, and they made it all the way to the semifinals. So, we only had, right to start off, I think we had 4 practices, and then we had our first game. So that we're still kind of getting in the groove of it. Christmas break was really good because we were able to get some practices in and go up and down and get our cardio back. So right now we're starting to hit stride, and we're playing really well. Just a little bit of sickness. Guys got colds and stuff like that. So we got a big weekend this weekend, of course, tonight against Hudson Falls. Then we go to the Hall of Fame tournament tomorrow in Springfield, and Sunday night as well. So we play Saturday night at 5, and then Sunday night at 6. Play some really good teams. So we're looking forward to that, but we're looking forward. Hopefully we can get healthy here.
No, I didn't know you were in that tournament. That's a prestigious tournament. But I'm gonna get to that a little later. But you played these guys early in the season, and what did you learn from that first game into this game? Because it seemed like you were like unstoppable, really.
Yeah, I just feel like and I'm not being cocky or anything, but we look at our 4 or 5 starters, and I just athletically I think we can do a little bit more than what they can do, and it showed. I think it showed tonight. And we didn't have Aiden in the first game, and so he was back tonight. He was pretty excited about being back, and he played really well. And we got, like I said, we got 5, 6, 7 guys that can really get after it.
I see that you guys are you got a lot of guys that can create their own shot. Yeah. They can knock down the 3-ball. But what's more impressive is how these guys always look for the one more pass.
Yeah.
How do you instill that into these guys?
Yeah. You know what? We do it every day, and I think sometimes, kids, just like anybody else, it's human nature, and they see one kid get it, so we do try to instill that. It doesn't matter who it is. It might be you one night and him the next night, and they've kind of bought into that, and they love each other, and they know if a guy's down, they try to get him up and keep going to him and make sure he gets going. And if we can continue to do that and make sure everybody's happy, we're gonna be tough.
Now, you talked about the Hoop Hall Classic you're going into. I didn't know. I'm not prepared to really answer a question, but I just want to throw something out there anyway. So, how do you get invited to that? Is it because the tremendous upscale your program is going? And, how does that all come about?
I'm going to imagine because we were state champions that they got our name, and they've probably looked at our past and know that we've been to the states a few times here. So they contacted us in the summer and asked if we would be interested, and everything worked out. And we play a Lawrence Woodmere out of the Bronx or Brooklyn first game, and then we play New Barrington or New something like that out of Connecticut. So
will those games be streamed live, or
they're on an FHS?
Okay.
Yep, they are. Yeah.
Coach, during that time when they got the lead within 12, they cut it within 12 points and what have you, and they came out, what was your message to your team at that time?
It's funny you say that because I felt like we were still playing good. We got every time we went down there, we got a good shot, and they were, a couple of them were threes, but they were good looking threes. So I can't tell them to stop taking those. So the next 2 or 3 possessions, those shots went in, and all of a sudden it went from 12 to 21, and we're right back where we wanted to be. So I sometimes cringe when we take too many threes, but we kind of live or die by that.
You guys shoot at a very, very high percentage. Yeah. What do you attest that to? Because you guys shot really well tonight.
Well, these kids have been playing since 2nd, 3rd grade. They all play AAU. They do a lot of this stuff on their own, which to be a great team you have to do that, and that. Like I say, the 4 starters. Actually, all 5 of them have played AAU since 7th. You got to do that nowadays. You got to play. It's not just you don't pick up a ball in November. You play all year through, and with us, fortunately, all our kids play football too, so that I think that really helps us.
Definitely with the aggression. Now, Coach, talk to me a little bit about the being undefeated and your record right now from last year to this year. How do you not focus on that? How do you wipe that away? How do you focus one game at a time and keep it? Because you got some of these guys that's returning from that state team last year.
Yeah, it is so cliche to say, every game at a time, but that's what it's got to be. And for these guys, it's for us as a coaching staff, it's hard every day to make sure that they're not getting bored, that we're making it fun, and that we're competing and we're getting after it. So that's our biggest thing. It's X's and O's. They can figure that out pretty well. It's making sure every day they come and they work their ass off to get to where we want to be.
Last question for you. How do you avoid the complacency when you beat teams by an insurmountable amount continuously? How do you guard against complacency, especially going into the playoffs?
Our number one thing is, and we say it every day at practice, respect your opponent. And if you don't respect your opponent, you're not going to play as hard as you would against somebody good. So if you're not doing that and we're not getting your best effort every night, you're not building up to be a champion. And we talk about that at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, you're doing something right up in Glens Falls and have been doing something right for such a long time. Federation titles, state titles, all these accolades to you. It's a testament to what you're doing. We talked about the kids and what their ability to do, but you're at the helm and you're riding that ship and you're doing a good job, Coach. And thanks for coming on with us.
I appreciate you coming. Thank you.